There is a Japanese person in the Sea of Lalanka County. The land has split up into over 100 countries. The Japanese come regularly and pay tribute. Hello! This time I will talk about Japan in Chinese history books. Chinese historical books include the Book of Han Treatise on Geography, the Book of the later Han Treatise on the Dongyi, and the Book of Wei Treatise on the Hua people. Han was the name of the Chinese dynasty at that time. The Han dynasty was once destroyed by a man named Wang Mang. Therefore, we call the Han dynasty before it was destroyed by him the Western Han dynasty. We call the Han dynasty that was destroyed by him the later Han dynasty. The Book of Han is a historical book about the Western Han dynasty. The Book of the later Han is a historical book about the Eastern Han dynasty. First, I will talk about the Book of Han Treatise on Geography in chronological order. The description of Japan in the Book of Han states that there are Japanese people in the Sea of Lalanka County. The land has been divided into over 100 countries. The Japanese come regularly and pay tribute. This was the first written record of Japan in history. It is a valuable clue to understanding what Japan was like at the time, when there was no written language. Lalanka Mandarin was the name of a place, apparently located in the northwest of the Chosin. In the middle of the Yuyai period, the Japanese people were divided into over 100 countries. It is reported that he had a successor in Lalanka Mandarin County. The Han dynasty used Lalanka Mandarin Commandery as a base to rule the Chosin. Japan has presented tribute to Lalanka Mandarin County. Han also became aware of this information. The Han dynasty was once destroyed by Wang Mang. However, the Han dynasty was later restored by Emperor Guangwu of Han. Thus, Emperor Guangwu of Han became the first emperor of the Eastern Han dynasty. The Book of the later Han Treatise on the Dongyi records this period of the Eastern Han. The Book of the later Han Treatise on the Dongyi that a country south of Weikoku brought tribute. Therefore, it is reported that Emperor Guangwu of Han bestowed the seal. After reading this record, Motorori Norinyaga, a scholar of Japanese classics from the Edo period, thought the following. During the Western Han dynasty, it was divided into over 100 countries. During the Eastern Han dynasty, the southernmost country paid tribute. In other words, he thought that Na was located to the south of Kyushu. However, one discovery overturns that theory. It was the discovery of the gold seal. The gold seal was discovered on the north side of Kyushu on Shikano Island in Hakata Bay. The details of the discovery of the gold seal are unknown. There was a farmer named Jinbei on Shikano Island. He was renovating rice field ditches in the area that is now called Gold Seal Park. Then a big rock came out. Legend has it that when he removed the stone, this gold seal came out. A gold seal was found in northern Kyushu. Therefore, we should consider that the print was bestowed on the country north of Kyushu, the country that was estimated to be Itokoku. Nowadays, this is commonly pronounced as Wananakoku. This character is pronounced I and this character is pronounced Tu. This led to the belief that Itokoku, located north of Kyushu, was paying tribute. But then again, problems arise. This contradicts the description of the southern side in the Book of the later Han Treatise on the Dongyi. The person who solved this problem was Miyake Yonikichi, a historian of the Meiji era. He argues that this kanji should be read as Wananakoku, not Itokoku. It is known that there were two countries called Na at that time. Han recorders mistakenly believed that they came from the northern Na, but actually came from the southern Na. It is interpreted that the recorder recorded in the Book of the later Han Treatise on the Dongyi that they came from the south of Weikoku. The theory that the king of the Na, which existed around Hakata, bestowed the gold seal is still the most widely accepted theory today. Finally, the Book of Wei Treatise on the Hua people, which is a dynasty that emerged in China after the Eastern Han dynasty. This was during the Three Kingdoms period of Wei, Wu, and Shu Han. The number of characters in the Book of Wei Treatise on the Hua people is incomparable to the previous two. How to get to the Hua people's country and what food, clothing and shelter they needed. There is also a description of the famous Himiko. The Book of Wei Treatise on the Hua people contains a description of the journey to Yamataikoku. I'll introduce some of it. A famous Yamataikoku controversy is, where was Yamataikoku located? That debate is still ongoing, so I won't go into detail in this video. The county written here is Daifang Commandery. To get from Gun to Wa, you follow the coast and arrive at Kuya, Korea. The distance to here is approximately 27,500 kilometers. You will then cross the ocean for approximately 3,900 kilometers to arrive at Tsushima. Then cross the sea to the south for about 3,900 kilometers and you will arrive at Iki. You will then cross the ocean and arrive at Matsuro Koku after approximately 3,900 kilometers. The records in the Book of Way treatise on the Wa people are not accurate. Now, if you just look at the part I just explained, the record says it's going south, but the actual direction is southeast. The direction of this part is particularly off. Due to this ambiguity, the location of Yamataikoku is unknown. Next, if you head southeast for about 1,960 km you will arrive at Itokoku. Itokoku is currently located around Ito Island in northern Fukuoka Prefecture. This location is not southeast. In any case, I will read the rest of the Book of Way treatise on the Wa people. You travel about 390 kilometers southeast and arrive at Nikoku. You go about 390 km east and arrive at Fumakoku. You board a ship there and arrive at Sumakoku after 20 days. It says it will take you 10 days by boat and 1 month by land to reach Yamataikoku. The information written in the Book of Way treatise on the Wa people is vague, so it is not clear where Yamataikoku is. This is why there is still controversy over the location of Yamataikoku.